go over why we're excited for this title. I'm mostly excited for it just because I think it's going to be the next Uncharted in terms of epicness level, mixed with the survival of kind of more like I Am Alive type feel. And I think this game is going to be a must buy. I'm buying it right off the bat. I'm hoping it's not bad, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for. That it has all these great elements from all these other games that are before it, and kind of adding still the Tomb Raider feel of the PS1 days.
Oh yeah, and you know what? I don't want to spoil anything for you, so I'm not. But I've been stoked for this game, being a longtime Tomb Raider fan. But I've been playing it a little bit early from a copy I got, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed, sir. So I think this rightly deserves a spot in your top March excited games. Definitely.
I need one thing. Does she have big boobs?
No comment. You just have to find out.
I guess I gotta find
Yes,
out.
well,
Just like Conan O'Brien, we're gonna keep looking.
We're gonna keep looking. So with that, we are now gonna look at Castlevania: Lords of Shadows, Mirrors of Fate. Good gosh, that is a long subtitle. Now this is actually I guess kind of like a sequel and in between sequel of Lords of Shadow 1 and 2. It's like a sequel, but it's also like a filler in of what's happening between the two main series titles. So this is like classic side-scrolling, but with the Lords of Shadow flair, kind of God of War-ish looking. And I gotta say, being a longtime Castlevania fan, it looks sick. It looks awesome. And we're both actually getting review copies of it on Monday from Konami. So how excited are you for this fucking thing?
I honestly cannot wait. As most people know here, Lord of Shadows was my favorite action game of that 2010, I believe, and that's going against God of War, Darksiders, and Bayonetta as all amazing action games. So I'm truly excited as fuck for this pre/sequel/equal with the equal, whatever you want to call it.
You heard that shit right here. We are both excited. My nipples are hard, but I mean, just this is going to be a good time for Castlevania fans, and it's been a while, so we're pumped.
Exactly. Moving on next, and this one might be an odd one for a lot of people. Naruto. I'm not like super excited for it, but I played the demo, thought it was pretty cool. I've heard from a friend that it's even more cinematic, more like a Sora's Wrath. And I mean, who doesn't like using a command? I mean, whatever the fuck is attack that looks like a Kamehameha wave is on somebody's face. So I'm Super Uber Blue Blast. And pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be good.
And, you know, I don't know. I've not been a big Naruto person, but I remember playing a couple of the other ones just from at a friend's house, and they're not bad. They're actually pretty cool. And when we were just discussing earlier before we got this video rolling, and you said Azura's Wrath, well, Azura's Wrath, for as much as people like to bitch about that game, was just fucking epic. So I'm actually you actually kind of piqued my interest from us getting this discussion going. So I gotta say, well, thank you for that. So.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. And moving right along, guys, we've got God of War, Kratos. Well, actually, it's Ascension. But this is the origin story, I guess, of God of War, so to speak. We are going to find out. Are you okay?
Just call it God of War. Kratos.
Yes, the Fresh Maker. We are going to see the origin sort of God of War. And what's really fascinating about this game is I'm a huge God of War fan, but I wasn't really excited for it. Just I guess because it's a prequel, and it makes sense, but it's like, how can this top the epicness of like stuff like 3? I mean, regardless of your stance on 3 had some amazingly epic moments and graphics, and not to mention 1 and 2 had them as well, but it's like, how do you top that? And it being a prequel, it seems a little ridiculous if it does, but in the end, I'm hoping it does.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is really, in terms of expectations, I give a fuck, I don't care, it looks like shit, no, I'm just kidding, but I really want this to be better than 3 in terms of pacing, and I think they've understood that, because the demo pacing was a lot better. And honestly, it's going to be hard to top some of the awesome set pieces in 3, but I have full faith. I still love whatever the hell the studio is, Santa Monica, and I just want to kill something, and that's what I'm really hoping for.
And you know, I got to say that, you know, if the second God of War PSP title, the shit, I can't remember the
I love it.
Yeah, it was great. So if you can even like those games, I'm pretty sure no matter what, even if this is the worst God of War title, you will probably still find it to be pretty excellent. Just saying.
Yeah, or at least good.
Yeah.
We haven't had it. Well, I hated Chains of Olympus, but I loved the second one, and I enjoyed all the others so much. So I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it at
Chains of
least.
Olympus was a failure. That was a failed experiment. They were trying, it just didn't happen, but yeah.
What a shit game. So moving on to the next GOW title, I'm not going to call it GAO because it sounds really, really stupid. But GAO, this is Gears of War. What the fuck is it called? Ascension?
No, I think it's Judgment, sir.
Oh, Judgment.
Yes, Judgment.
So, Gears of War,
I judge
Judgment
you.
is not done by the same studio as 3 or 1. It is done by the guys who made
Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm. And I totally hated Bulletstorm, but I didn't hate it. Yeah, see, Justin loved it. I thought it was okay. But I'm kind of excited because I don't really like Beard all that much, but Coltrane is my favorite character in the series, and he's kind of the star of the game with Beard. So, I'm definitely excited. I think it's going to be at least good. I'm hoping, and I'm really hoping it's as amazing as 3 was to me. So that's what I'm hoping for, but I think realistically, we're going to just get a fun, good game, but nothing mind-blowing.
Yeah, and I mean, that might be the best expectation to have for the game, because having those expectations sometimes lead to being blown away. And, I mean, I've enjoyed all the Gears of War games, but I have no hype for this one at all, whatsoever. I like Coltrane, and I even kind of like Bard, Baird, however you say it, but I think these characters have room to grow even more, and hopefully that's what this game does, is give them a time to shine and really even give them more life to their characters, plus throw us some really crazy emergent day fucking crazy ass action. So
just like bomb shit. Just everything. I just want bombs falling on me and I'm running the battlefield and fucking creatures just running at me and aliens attacking me.
Dude, right in
that's
your
what
face.
I want. Right in my
face, which leads us to our next game that nobody gives a shit about, but I'm still going to take one for the team, Walking Dead Survival. Now, okay, I've got to say that this is going to, a lot of people are going to buy this that don't understand, because they're going to think, oh, it's a Walking Dead game, and they're going to think about Telltale's game and immediately be like, yes, I'm buying it, and they're not going to realize they're walking into a trap. Well, I don't know if they're actually walking in a trap, but Walking Dead Survival is actually based off the TV show, not the actual, comic book. It's based off of a show that's based off of the comics. And so, it looks like crap, pretty much. I mean, the only saving grace is that, well, one, I love zombies, and as much as people want to say they're overused, and I agree they are to an extent, I love zombies. So, that being said, and I like the show, I'm willing to take a chance, and the fact that this is made by the guys that made Ghostbusters and the Blood Rain games, Terminal Reality, there could be a glimmering chance that the gameplay is actually okay. Granted, the graphics look like shit, that probably isn't going to change, and the gameplay, well, they haven't really showed much of it, so that could be a bad thing as well. But I'm taking one for the team. Yeah, Walking Dead, baby, survive this shit.
Yeah. Like your previous statement, it basically looks like shit, and I can't even really look at it and take it serious. But I have zero expectations. So if it's somehow better than shit, that would be great. But I'm expecting shit. However, you did say it's about a Ghostbuster, guys, and I did enjoy Ghostbusters.
So did I.
So so it's like a little glimmer of hope. But honestly, I think the show is very overrated anyway, and I like the comic a lot more. Yes. So I'm a little worried there. But you know what? Fuck it. That's why we got GameFly.
And here's a little extra tidbit for you all that you probably don't know, is that Whitey here actually sent me Ghostbusters back in the day. So suck it.
Take it. So this one is, I'm sure, on just about 95% of people's list. BioShock Infinite. Now, you know how much I fucking hate BioShock.
Yes, I do.
And I just dislike the game. I recognize what's good about it and the story and all that. I despise it so very much. And I don't really know why. I just play it, I hate it.
It's just like it didn't resonate with you.
It didn't resonate. It didn't want to love me. I don't love it back. I fucking hate it, to be honest.
And that's what it is, folks.
I hate it. I just want to punch the little sister in the face. I just want to do it. But I can't because child abuse and video games are loud.
It'll be okay. He didn't listen.
I didn't listen. And I loved BioShock 2, and everybody's probably right now like, what the fuck? Well, that's the twist. I'm M. Night Shyamalan right now.
M. Night Shyamalan.
And BioShock Infinite, honestly, looks amazing.
Yes.
It totally different scenery. Awesome. Gameplay just looks crazy fast, kind of like BioShock 2, and I think the story looks epic. So I'm totally on board when Bioshock Infinite. I think it's going to be the third must-buy of this month, and I'm really excied for it.
Yeah, and I know I said my nipples were hard earlier, but they are now extremely hard. Talking about Bioshock.
Thank you.
Yes, I know. You're welcome. I got ranch dressing if you need it. Now, Bioshock Infinite, yeah, the character designs look great, and the environments, I mean, I am already fascinated by the girl in the game, and I don't even know much about her. But the launch, the launch title, or I don't know if it's the launch trailer or whatever, but the latest trailer they showed just, I mean, if I couldn't be more pumped for this game, it made me even more pumped. And personally speaking, I like BioShock 1, and I have not beat 2 yet. So I want to. I got the collector of both, but I need to get done with that, but even though they don't connect. But I actually think out of all of them, this one does look to be better than both of those prior. And the world that's in the sky, I just want to fly and go there. I want to build some things.
I agree.
And I want to go there, and then I find out my wings melt like Icarus. I die, so I never get there, and that's bullshit. So we're gonna just go right into the action because this is all about Dude Bros, yo. And the next release, know what I'm talking about, is Army of Two: Devil's Cartel. Now, Army of Two's got a long history. Well, no, it's not. It's fucking short. There's 2 other games, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Dude Bro action at its finest. Maybe not its finest, depending on your thing, but it is the definition of Dude Bro action. So, let's just say that what makes this one a little bit even more appealing than the others is this is actually made by Visceral. That's
love them.
Love them.
They could be right in my face all day.
Yeah. You won't find little baby demons in this or anything weird, but what you will find is a lot, well, I'm not even going to say this because that could be considered racial profiling. All I'm going to say is that Army of Two Devils Cartel takes place in Mexico, and it deals with the cartels, and, that kind of hits home for me in a little bit because I'm from Arizona, I know about the Mexican borders, and this is just my way to take out vengeance. No.
Oh, shit.
I'm kidding, but me and a buddy have played through both Army of Two games. We're gonna play through this one. It's one of those guilty pleasures, and the fact that this one's by Visceral, I think it really could be the best one.
Yeah, and saying that's kind of what gives me hope. Visceral has made Dead Space 1, 2, and 3 absolutely one of my favorite trilogies of this gen. My worry is it's going to be like their Dante Inferno. Now, Justin here, big fan of it, right?
Yeah, I am, so don't you dare talk bad about it.
Beatrice ruined Dante's Inferno for me. And Satan's huge cock at the end smacking you over across the stage. So, I am very worried that it will be Dante's Inferno. However, I did enjoy Army of 1 somehow, and Army of 2, I hated so much, but I hated with love. I hate it so much, but like Justin, I tag team with my friend, not in a porno way, and we played it. We died a billion times because we played it on very hard mode. That was my idea. Yeah, and it was very stupid. What?
They needed Vaseline.
Yes, exactly, because I got stuck a lot. Started to be gay. So, I'm excited though, because like I just said, very easy pickup co-op game. So, I think it's going to be at least good or decent. I'm not expecting great or anything, but that's because Visceral just came out with Dead Space, so I expect a lot of its resources went to Dead Space.
And I mean, who really expects like greatness out of the Army 2 games?
Yeah,
no, really, just a fun little romp, that's action packed. Now, I gotta say something real quick. Like, did you absolutely hate Dante's Inferno, or you just had issues with it?
No, I didn't hate it. I had major issues, but it's still overall a decent action game. It just had major issues like the story and so on, but it was decent, and especially the first half I actually would consider good or even great at times. It's really the second half where it fell apart.
Alright, so that's what happens when you add Devil Dick into your games, folks.
Yeah.
Alright, you excited about this one? This one is a big one,
yeah!
And so big, and it involves a lot of sucking. Now, before you think anything crazy, really, it's Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and by Dark Moon we don't mean ass crack. So,
oh god!
For those of you who had a GameCube, and I know a few of you had to have a GameCube.
I did.
Yeah, who didn't? Luigi's Mansion was a launch title, and would you know it, that it's probably one of my favorite GameCube games ever made.
Good game.
Good game. And the thing is, it doesn't take itself seriously, but it had great, fun mechanics with ghost busting, and even though it's, kiddie, as they say, so kiddie, it still gave you that creepy Saturday afternoon, like, Halloween, like, vibe, and I fucking eat that shit up for breakfast, even just like, scary games in general. So, I'm super excited for this one. The fact that there's actually, like, 5 mansions, I think I read, that you explore in this one? Dude, this and Castlevania, this is the month. This was the reason I bought a 3DS. And it is now coming.
I agree, and coming, yes. But the other thing is 3DS this year, absolutely amazing. Fire Emblem, Castlevania, Luigi, and then the other game that just came out, the Japanese fucking
Odyssey or whatever.
Yeah, that shit.
I got that too.
I heard that was amazing, and I mean that's great. 3DS on roll. Like half my games, but basically, I am excited for Luigi Mansion. For one, it's not fucking Mario, and two, I just kind of want to suck in Ghost and then shoot him out. That's all I want to do all day, every day, my entire.
Dead.
But I'm really excited to try it out, and I love to play my 3DS every once in a blue moon, so I'm excited that I'm playing it like 5 times this month. So that's definitely.
Beep, beep, beep. You know what that sound is?
What?
That sound means it's the end of this. It's the end of this video, but we've got extras.
We got extras.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name 2 that I'm excited for, and I'll let you name the other 3 that I don't even know about.
You're gonna give me the shitty ones. Okay, go.
I'm gonna go with Monster Hunter 3. The reason we didn't mention this, probably neither of us are gonna get to playing it this month. I don't have a Wii U, and just
don't have time.
And he doesn't have time. So that comes to the conclusion that I think it looks great, just like all the other ones, but we just don't have time for that shit.
Time.
Who got time for that shit?
I don't got no time.
And the other one I want to mention is Undercover Lego. And the reason I'm mentioning this game is because I think it looks like Grand Theft Auto mixed with Legos, and that looks fucking great.
Who doesn't want that shit?
Yeah, but I don't have a Wii U, so I can't get that shit.
But I do, so I might get that shit, but I don't know. Thus why it wasn't in the earlier list. Yo.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. So you did leave with the shitty ones.
I left you with one good one, and...
One I really don't give a shit. Well, I don't give a shit about 2 of those either. Oh, anyway. Undercover Lego looks cool, so that's something you definitely would be interested in picking up when you get a Wii U, right?
Yes, definitely.
You heard it right there, folks, from the man. Now let's cover the 2 shitty ones that I don't care about. Well, they're not shitty, but... Okay, first off is SimCity. Is it 3, or is it just SimCity Remake? What is it?
Honestly, I have no fucking clue. I think it's 3, but on my order card at work, it just says SimCity, so I'm just gonna...
take a guess. This is a game about building cities, just like the others.
As long as I can bomb it like Hiroshima, I'm happy.
Exactly, or tornado. Tornado, that stuff. But, okay, so we got that one, and we're just... I don't think either of us are big fans of those type of games. Am I right?
Yep, not a huge fan of SimCity.
Fans, we might try them, but... So that's why we're not getting it.
I'm gonna try it, to be honest.
Okay, now, actually, no, go ahead and announce this next one.
Okay, so the one that is mysterious and the gates of infinity, is that right? Is Pokemon. This is another fucking dungeon crawler from Pokemon. Now, I am semi-excited just because it's the 3DS's first Pokemon game besides that other shitty Rumble one. So I'm kind of excited just to see an RPG on the 3DS that's not Pokemon X and Y. So I'm a little bit excited, not expecting much. Might get a review copy. If I do, review will be present for all of you.
Well, there you go. And last, but not least, folks, which is probably going to be, though, the last actual, Wii game released. Not Wii U, Wii. Yes, you heard me right, you fuckers. Wii. You're not fuckers. I just say that. But Pandora's Tower. Now, this was actually part of the trio of games people wanted to come over here from the UK and, the overseas, which was Xenoblade Chronicles.
Awesome.
Last Story.
Said it was awesome.
And, yeah, I haven't played it, actually, but my friends all say it's awesome, so I have it in Grab. And now we've got Pandora's Tower. And it will probably stay in shrink wrap as well when I get it, because there's so many games this month. But it looks neat. It takes place in a tower. There's a cool chain mechanic. A lot of people have said it feels kind of like a Castlevania-ish game in so many ways. And it's been on my boop boop radar. So
boop boop.
Yeah, boop, boop, whoop, whoop. Radar's busted. Whoop, whoop. So that'll be probably the last Wii game I actually get. So that's about it though for this this month, right?
Yeah, I wanted to say something about Pandora's Town, but okay.
Oh no, go for it.
I'm just kidding.
Say.
First off, I want to mention that you spelled Pandora totally wrong, and I love it.
Is it Pandoritos?
That's what it looks.
Yeah, Pandoritos.
I can't see that. I keep thinking it's the new flavor for Doritos, but
Shout out to flavor Pandoros.
Pandoros. But yes, I'm kind of excited just because it kind of reminds me like of Castlevania and a Kingdom Hearts feel, and that would make me excited. That would be one of the games I do pick up for the Wii U when I get it, even though it is a Wii game. And I am excited. I think it's going to be another good title. And going off from UK reviews, they said it's good.
And you see, he's going to pick it up. Why? Because he does not let graphics grab him by the balls. He likes
Not one
graphics,
bit.
but he will play a game regardless of its graphics as long as it's fun, and that's what matters. But saying that, you guys should tune in next month,
Oh, yeah.
or actually at the end of this month, I should say.
Yes.
Because what are we going to do? We're going to talk about real quickly how these games met our expectations, and then what are we going to do?
Well, are we going to talk about the new games coming out too?
Of course, duh.
Okay. So
Duh.
we're going to go over the games that we just talked about, and then we're brief. And of course, March is a very big month, so this took up a whole video. But next month, April, isn't nearly as big, so we can go a little bit more in depth and make jokes about all these games because that's what we do.
And we can pimp out each other's reviews, because that's another thing that we do.
Oh yes, we pimp. We pimpin'. I'm sure it's a rap song somewhere. Pimpin'.
350.
350. What?
It's about 350.
Oh, wait, is that like the rap group?
No, it's like about 3,050 cents is how much we're going to pimp out. Never mind.
Okay. I thought you meant there's a rap group called 350. So,
I'm done.
I'm done too. So, come back at the end of the month to see what we thought of these games. Kinda, if you want. If you don't, I don't really give a fuck. But if you do, it's super nice of you. And I'll listen.
Yeah, and we appreciate it. So come on back, and thank you guys.
Thank you.
And watch out for these reviews coming up, too.
You better watch. It's gonna come in your face.
You're never going to know when they're coming in your face. Uh-oh.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna